Okay, all right. So here are the different engine trim levels, starting with the Charger, and then we're going to move on to the Challenger. So they're pretty much going to be almost the exact same thing. So with the Charger, it's going to come in with a GT inline 6, and it'll have 400 horsepower. Then you're going to come in with the RT inline 6 turbo. That's going to be 510 horsepower. Then you have the EV that's going to come in with 340 horsepower, 444 horsepower, and then 800 horsepower, which is most of those probably would be all-wheel drive. And now we're going to move over to the Challenger, which is going to pretty much be the same thing. GT inline 6, 400 horsepower, RT inline turbo, 510 horsepower, and then you have the EV 340 horsepower, 444 horsepower, and 800 horsepower. Now these are all different trim levels, and I don't even know if they're going to come out with like a SE or SXT trim level with like 300 horsepower. I haven't seen those yet, but I'm pretty sure they probably will. I've been amazed with some of the things I have been seeing with Dodge and the new direction that we're going in, man. Like, listen, I'm a Dodge Charger owner, you know what I'm saying? I've driven a Charger, RTs, and I had my friend had a Challenger, rode in it. And I think I was actually about to buy a Challenger at one point, but then something had me just think, say, hey, how about I just hold off, right, and see what the future lies, man? Because I mean, a lot of people are knocking the EV. We already know muscle car guys, they feel like it ain't no muscle if it ain't a V8, right? So if you just stop and think the future, that we're gonna have a very bright future with Dodge, man, because you can look at the lineup, look at the different trim levels of the engines that's coming out, look at the power that you can actually put in a twin turbo, V6 or V8, whichever one they decide to go with, even a hybrid, bro, even the EV, the type of power that EVs have. Combustible engines just don't really make that power without paying a healthy price. You know what I'm saying? And Dodge, we already know they always try to give you the best bang for your buck. So a lot of people disagree with the whole EV thing, the whole hybrid, the whole, electrified engines and all that stuff. We get it. Listen, trust me, I'm with you, bro. I understand. I'm with you, my brothers and sisters. Listen, I get it. But we have to go along with the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, they're not their own brand. They're owned by Stellantis. That's why we have our Italian brothers making the Hornet, because we already know it's coming from Italy, right? So it's made in Italy. The Hornet is made in Italy. It's not made here in America, in Detroit or somewhere. So it's crazy that we had to be forced to go this direction, but you have to really think about the bigger picture here. And I know a lot of people are upset. They're like, man, bro, I don't want to go EV, bro. But they won me over, I would say, at a car show. When Dodge announced the Demon not too long ago that they're bringing back, a lot of people were disappointed because we all heard, hey, we're never going to make nothing to out-top the Demon, right? But they never said they would not make another Demon. I knew they would say it was limited that year, but they didn't say. They said they would not make anything faster than the Demon, and they kept their word on that one. Now that I can vouch for. Now a lot of people are going to argue that, like, hey man, nah, bro. They said that they weren't going to make another Hellcat Durango. Now look, that's out, this out, that's out. Okay, but it's all business, it's all marketing. We get that part. Now back to the EVs. I feel like I want to give them a chance to see where this can go, because we're all on an adventure right now. And I know like 90%, 85, 90% of the Dodge fans, the Mopar fans, the whoever, the Chrysler fans, Jeep, Ram, those Hemis out there, they don't want it to go. They don't want the Hemi to die off. And Stellantis is cooking up something in the kitchen. They're working on some e-fuel. You know what I'm saying? They're working on new technology. We have, I think, hydrogen or hydrogen type gas power engines. I'm assuming e-fuel and hydrogen, they're all trying to make this artificial gas that don't pollute the earth, that don't pollute the cities, so that we can have a better environment, you know what I'm saying, for you know, global warming and the economy and all that crazy stuff. So we do have to move in that direction. You guys have to understand, we do have to move in that direction soon. So, and I know a lot of y'all guys like, man, I'm still not with this EV thing, man. And I get it. And they have new technology that is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like Porsche, Toyota, all of those guys are saying the same thing that we're saying. Don't think that Japanese automakers and everybody, Korea and Italy and you know, everywhere, everybody, America, wherever they make cars, if they make them in Mexico, wherever they assemble cars at, anybody that design cars or automaker that make cars, they do not want to go EV because that is a big market. And we're really not ready to go EV all in just now, because we don't even have enough technology really to know enough about it and to really do things that we would do with a combustible engine. We get it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody concerned though is the sound. The sound that the Dodge Charger EV makes. People have been making fun of it. Now I seen a Mustang, they're going through the same thing. Now, true, the Mach E sounds amazing. When I heard the clip on the GT, Mach E sound amazing. Sounds just like a 5.0 Mustang. Now the EV Charger sound is getting a lot better. I will give them that. From the first time they announced it to now, it sounds amazing. It sounds 10 times better. So that is an issue too. Sound. That was a really big hurdle. That was a really big stepping stone. I mean, that was something that we can all vouch for that. Every car guy, every muscle car guy, sports car guy, or even, you know, if you like imports, you like tuners, you like muscle cars, you like sports cars, you like supercars, you like SUVs, crossovers, whatever you like. It's the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, bro. It's any car you like. We want sound. That was the big issue with Tesla. A lot of people were saying, oh, we don't really want to go EV, bro, because of the whole, you know, there's no noise. So you don't feel like you don't feel the pleasure of stepping on the gas, and you feel that punch, that roaring V8, that Hemi is no longer going to be there. And they're trying to find out a way. How can we fix that? How can we replace that feeling? And like they say, man, it really is nothing that really I don't think that really can replace that unless they make an electric Hemi engine. An electric Hemi engine, which is I did somewhat see that. I did somewhat see that before, that they were trying to design something like that. I seen like a article or a video that they actually had the Hemi plugged into the wall running off electric. And so I'm assuming that that's what the e-fuel is going to come in at, because they're going to have to replace that electricity with something. The power, it's going to have to come from somewhere if we're going to replace gas, right? Or it's going to be hydrogen, which is going to be more like some type of liquid, fuel, artificial liquid fuel that they're designing right now. So this is going to be a hard pill to swallow when we do either go hybrid or all EV, and all the different power trim levels, man. I mean, I'm looking and I'm seeing so many different power trim levels. They're all over the place, you know. I done seen from, if you're going to get a Charger EV, you know, and they're talking about bringing the Challenger back as well. That's probably going to carry that I would say that Hurricane 4 and probably that Hurricane 6, you know, probably going to be inline. So a lot of people are going to want the twin turbo, of course, you know what I'm saying? I think we do have a large base that is willing to try it temporary, but they want to, the technology that they're going to design the Hurricane engine with is going to eliminate turbo lag. So the EQ boost, something like the Mercedes, something that Mercedes would do, they would eliminate turbo lag so that it still gives that punch that Hemi V8 have. But it's probably top end is going to be way faster with twin turbo. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I don't know. This is going to be insane power that Dodge is going to put in these things, and you're going to feel that power band hit from probably like 300, 400 RPMs all the way up, bro. Redlining. So this is going to be amazing because V6s, you can do the throws are shorter in the V6. So by you doing that, you're going to be taking out V8s at top end and low end power, at high end and low end RPMs and high end RPMs with the 6, because you know it don't take that much to turn them over. As a Hemi V8, you know you're gonna need that extra punch, you're gonna need that extra power. That's why they supercharge them, right? Because they need that extra kick. But that twin turbo, man, straight 6, bro, I'm willing to give it a chance, bro. And I know a lot of people that are, so we're gonna say, let's say 75-ish, 70-75% of people out there are at least open and probably willing to give that new Hurricane twin turbo. I think it's going to be a Pentastar V6, but it's going to have 2 turbos scrapped on it now. So, or maybe they even may come up with a 4, because we can clearly we can see what they're doing with the Dodge Hornet, which is an amazing crossover, by the way, coming from Italy. Big shout out to Alfa Romeo. That is a beautiful crossover, bro. I am just blown away by the way the Hornet looks, bro. And I know a lot of muscle car guys don't like SUVs and crossovers and like small, you know, mid-size little crossovers, but I always been a fan of them because I felt like this is the new direction, bro. I'm one of those ones that are willing to try something new. And if you are too, I suggest you do too, man. I mean, listen, we're going in a new direction. If we're gonna rock with Dodge, man, you gotta rock with them all the way, man. You can't turn your back when things get tough, and then when the new technology comes out, then you're gonna bandwagon and try to come back. So if you want to go to Ford, you want to go to Chevy, that's fine, that's cool. I'm not stopping you. I'm not trying to stop you or persuade you from buying what you really want to buy. But I'm saying, like, just think about it. Just give it a chance. It's not really gonna hurt, you know what I'm saying, to give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even really see him hit the road yet. We ain't really seen what the new Chargers and Challengers and Durangos and these Hurricane engines really can do when we get the best modifications to them, the best content creators, the best channels, when they start laying it out. Okay, we got past the whole EV thing, right? We're past that part. We know everybody's upset about that. They're mad, they're salty about that. Cool. Now let's see, what can we do to make it better though? How much fun can we have with these new engines that's about to drop? How much fun can we have with e-fuel, with hydrogen engines and all this new technology coming out? Yes, it's gonna be a pain to fix because most of us probably don't know half of this technology that they're cooking up, and it's probably gonna, every car that comes out, we're gonna have to take it, if it's engine related, or let's say electric motors, we're probably going to have to take it back to the dealer or find a third-party shop. So that's going to be a pain. But yeah, man, that was my little rant. Just like, I just really felt like I think we should give them a chance because there's so many people knocking it, bro. Every channel I look at, they don't want it. They want to scrap the whole thing and just say, hey man, can we just force the V8s in one more year? Or, you know, a lot of people was upset saying they might leave and go get the Ford Dark Horse, which is as an amazing Mustang because I am a muscle car guy. But even the Camaro, they've been talking about, that's another video that I'm gonna touch on as well. They're supposed to be bringing out a sedan EV Camaro, I want to say. That's been the rumors that's been coming out, and they want to make a I want to say a SUV Camaro, or is it a Corvette? One of those. That's another, you know, thing out there. We already know Ford is doing big things with the Mach E, the Mustang, and they're gonna ride that thing till the wheels fall off, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, as long as we have them competing, as long as we have GM, Chrysler, Dodge, you know, and Ford and Mustang competing, America is going to be a great place to own these high performance cars. But if they stop competing in that area, that's why we need people like Dodge. That's why we need people like Mustang, Camaro, and Corvette. That's why we need these automakers, because when they compete, we win. When they fight for e-fuel and you know, hydrogen and electric Hemi engines, you know, not motors that's like Tesla, quiet motors. No, I'm talking about like a Hemi gasoline engine that's running off electric. When we fight for things like that, that's how we win. And so that's what I believe, that's going to be the new direction that we're going in, and the new future. And I hope you guys stick around, man, long enough to see, you know, how Dodge can blossom from this, and Chrysler and Ram, and it just trickles down, just a trickle down effect. Then the little brothers will get it, like the Hornets, and even the big brother, like the Rangos. You know, maybe something like another Avenger or another Journey might come out. You know what I'm saying? For people that want something either smaller or something like a let's say a Durango Wagoneer, bigger than a Durango, you know, but it's the size of a Wagoneer, you know. So this is the things that I'm looking forward to with Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, because they have so many talented automakers out here, and we have so much competition, man. So we really have to keep our eyes and our mind open to new innovation. And I know people don't really want to they don't want to accept it, but this is just a new direction, man. I'm just trying to open everybody's eyes to that, man. Just give it a chance, bro. Like, I don't think it's gonna hurt, but after, let's give them 3 to 5 years, because this technology is going to take a while to really get to everybody, and everybody personal feelings, and, you know, expression on when they get behind the wheel of a twin turbo Hurricane, let's say twin turbo 6 versus a Hemi 392. And then, you know, they smash down on the pedal, and then you see that turbo 6 is pretty much moving out, and its top end is better than the 392. That's gonna win some people over just by power alone, not even sound. I'm talking about power at that point, because power does make a big difference when you're getting pushed back in your seat. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I done been in a lot of different cars, and I can honestly say all that sound stuff it sounds all good when you're in the cockpit, but you're only really paying attention if you're outside of the car. But when you're inside of the car, I mean, it ain't making a big difference when you can feel the car is giving you what you want, but it's not the engine that you want, but it's still delivering the power that you want. And if that makes sense, you know. So we'll have to see, and I think I'm gonna just leave it there, man. But I'm just really looking forward to the future, guys, and I hope you guys stick around. You know, you smash that like, that subscribe button, support the channel if you can. I will put a link down in the description if you like to donate to the channel, so we can do bigger and better things going into the future, man. And I really want to say I really appreciate you guys for taking time out to check me out, and I'm out. Peace.